It has been a busy week in North America with law enforcement arresting and detaining journalists like we're living in occupied Hong Kong. The reactions to two of these incidents have been starkly different, and I'm trying to understand exactly why this is. This week, I was detained by the RCMP and was physically manhandled after reporting in Ottawa. A couple days later, a CNN reporter was arrested in Minneapolis.
This is among the State Patrol unit that was advancing up the street, saying and scattering the protesters at that point for people to clear the area. And so we walked away. I'm sorry?
You're under arrest.
Okay. Do you mind telling me why I'm under arrest, sir? Why am I under arrest, sir?
Officer's with CNN and he's on the air right now.
Okay.
You are arresting him live on CNN. We told you before that we are with CNN.
Now, what I find interesting is the difference in outrage that we are seeing here. When the CNN journalist was arrested, it was called an affront to the First Amendment, and even Canadian news stations were having emergency wall-to-wall coverage about it. Tweets, stories, live coverage, it was trending. All of the normal suspects were positively outraged over this. That is why I found it so strange that just a few days earlier, it was nothing but crickets from the liberal mainstream media. In some cases, they were laughing and even cheering the abuse on. Aaron McInnes, a peon for the CBC, responded to this tweet saying, "Jam this directly in my veins." As an aside, this hypocritical moron retweeted a tweet the next day freaking out about CNN bro getting arrested. The CBC responded to that tweet, laughing, saying, quote, "At least he got some free PPE. Ha 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 ha, LOL. No, Aaron, I brought my own mask. I don't need government handouts to do my job." She, of course, quickly deleted her tweet after she started getting ratioed to hell over it. And that is when a second CBC staffer started chiming in. She's from Calgary. "That's just not how it works. Try getting into the Rose Garden without accreditation. It's really a disservice to news consumers to allow them to think some people get unfettered access while others don't." And then going on saying, "The government doesn't run the parliamentary press gallery. You're being misled." What a joke. Well, Karen, I have some bad news for you.
So the Prime Minister's office has made the unilateral decision to not let me in?
The Prime Minister's office has agreed with the Canadian Press Gallery that your organization's views are not welcome.
The Press Gallery is an arm of the Liberal Party of Canada. Its past president quit to go work directly under Justin Trudeau. You can't stage it better, even if you wanted to. I and Rebel News were trending across Canada, but the mainstream media journalists were not standing with us. Some in that video, like limp Glenn McGregor with CTV, actually walked by me as it was happening. They didn't care. They want us to be treated like this. They revel in it because they're jealous of our loyal viewers. The story of the RCMP unreasonably detaining me at the Prime Ministerial press conference spread like wildfire, organically. Canadians didn't need Rosemary Barton to tell them to be mad. They saw the affront to my journalistic and personal freedoms and took it personally. It was an affront to their freedoms as well. So I have to say thank you for sticking by us while we fight to share the news with you and your families across Canada and the world. For Rebel News, I'm Keean Bexte. If you support the work that we are doing here at Rebel News, be sure to go to letusreport.ca. There you'll have all of the stories surrounding the incident in Ottawa, and if you want to help us out with our coverage, it would go a long ways.